Let me start the recording for the YouTube audience. CLG FC episode 219. 219. Uh, am I blind? I am not blind. I did find it. Good. Cool. Uh, but anyway, just had to jump away. Thanks for the shout out. What are the season expectations? Honestly, you know, just to recap, right? We have basically gone straight up. Like if you look, we have gone absolutely straight up, 45-degree angled. You know what I mean? But I think this is a season we stall out. The season expectations are to record a top half finish. The supporters want. I don't even know what the supporters want. In all honesty, uh, I don't think they don't have any expectations for the season. So, but the crazy thing is, and I was saying, I was showing this earlier before you got here. Uh, if I go to managers, right, and I sort by win percentage, right, and we look at least there's no pressure yet. If we look at managers who have played at least 10 games, okay, so I'm not counting Alex Swainston here, right? Obviously, Martin Burdett, Sir Tom Finney, 90% win rating. Incredible. Like we've covered that in streams past. Broughton amateurs who are one level above us, 88%. Incredible. Then we played Marston Brook in the Cup and we lost on pens. But they have an 87% win rating, which under Neil Atkins, which is just crazy, right? Like that is insane. Then Ollie Earns has Cross Hills here, and they're in our division. Cross Hills are in our third right now. So that's going to be an interesting one. And then Grantlet Chitty, who was at Earlham Steel Rangers, we played, for those that don't remember, Earlham Steel Rangers reserves side were actually with us in for most of the they're right now in the West Cheshire League Division 1, which is level 11, I think. So yeah, level 11. So for those that don't know, Earlham Steel Rangers reserves, right? They used to be in the leagues with us. So like if I go back to shit, let me see if I can find it. If I go back to Lancashire and Cheshire Amateur League Division C, right? Let me go here. And there they are, right? And so they came up with us. And then we went to Amateur League Division B, right? And what do you know? Second season, there they are. And they were tough sons of bitches. This season they struggled a little bit, but like the first season we only beat them to the title on the last day of the season, or on the penultimate day of the season by beating them. But they gave us our first loss ever, was Earlham Steel Rangers reserves. So then not only that, so then you go to Lancashire, and Cheshire Amateur League Division A, right? And there they are again. And at that point we separated, right? But Earlham Steel Rangers reserves were a side that were in the 20th tier with us when we started the save. They've been promoted 9 times. We've been promoted 10 times. So they're a good, like they're just a well-run organization right now. I know that's really odd to say of somebody who's down in the 10th or 11th tier. I understand that, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to get at. Like it's a decent work. So they're in the Northern Premier League Premier Division now. They've got a good amount of money that they've won over the years from just winning in the reserve team and winning in the main team and being promoted. So they have, and they also own their own stadium, the Earlham Steel Recreational Ground. So they actually have their own 400 capacity stadium now, which I think is awesome. Uh, Sir Tom Finney's the same way. Sir Tom Finney is actually building a stadium. They're down on 188,000 in their balance. They spent 330, and that's because they're literally moving. They're going to be moving. So to their own 10,000 seater stadium is what they're going to be moving to. So yeah, it's interesting with the expectations because we have a team we can never beat in the friendlies, a team that we're always one division behind of, a team we lost to on Pens in the Cup, and a team in our division, and a team whose reserve side we always had real close matches against. So, and those are the top 6 successful managers in the saves. Sir Tom Finney, Broughton, Mawsonbrook, Cross Hills, Erlensteel, and then my manager. So I couldn't even tell you where Bradley are. Northwest, they're in the lovely. Bradley are literally the 7th most successful manager in the save. The 7th most successful manager in the save is literally in the same division. So of the top 10, these guys are not, no. So of the top 10 managers, this isn't our division. We're in Division 1, yeah. And Sir Tom Finney's, by the way, Sir Tom Finney's leading their division again. So it just, that's nuts, man. It's absolutely nuts. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Barlick Wanderers, Northwest Counties League, like Norton is the Anglican Premier League. So yeah, it's crazy. If you take the top 7 managers by win percentage, minimum 10 games played, 3 of them are in the division we're currently in. My manager, Adam Taylor from Bradley, and Ollie Earns from Cross Hills. Like that is to me that's crazy. I don't know if that seems nuts to you guys. You guys have been playing Football Manager a lot more than me, and some of you a lot longer than me. But to me that seems pretty crazy. I mean, literally, we're 1, 2, and 3 in the division right now as well. By the way, we're literally 1, 2, and 3 in the division. So, yeah, it's quite the interesting save right now, honestly. Union beat Whitecaps, Vancouver, so that's good, 1-0. That was smaller than my original Fleetland Stadium. I started with 700, then I didn't have a stadium from Tier 7 until after my first ever Premier League season. Really? To be frank, you've never been in that page. I'm just saying that just seems nuts. Like, you know, there's Sir Tom Finney one. Not to go back to it real quick, but just very, very, very quickly. If I go back to the Sir Tom Finney one, look at this. This is what's fucking crazy to me, right? Martin Burdett. Let me just frame it for you guys. 254 games he's played, right? He's only conceded 109 goals in 254 games played. That's less than a goal every 2 games. Less than a goal every 2 games. And not only that, right? He's only failed to win 25 of his 254 games. And the even crazier thing about that is by failing to win 25 of 254 games, it actually meant that they didn't get promoted in 3 of those seasons. Literally not winning 25 games has cost them promotion in 3 seasons, right? I mean, they've just skyrocketed since then, but it's like, how can you be that successful? And literally 9%, 9 to 10% of your games influences whether you stay in a division for 3 whole years. Like, you know what I mean? That to me is nuts. So, but anyway. So yeah, it's been a really interesting save. Some of these lower league teams are just gaining an unbelievable amount of momentum. Absolutely unbelievable amount of momentum. So, and then, oh, I didn't mean to go there. I meant to go here, and there we go. So, right. Almondbury Woolpack hosting Main Road. McQueen in the 8th, McQueen in the 40th, and then Brazier in the 42nd for Almondbury Woolpack. 3-0 at the break. No score in the second half. Main Road will slip to the bottom of the table. Almondbury Woolpack will actually get up to 8 points. They're now 2 clear of the drop. So that's a solid win for them. Um, I need to go back and play audio in my ear because these fucking headsets, man. Or this thing. Anyway, Bickerstaff hosting in Central. Raz is 60% from 529 games. That's impressive. I'm in a network save stats. I have 60% win ratio from 543 games. I do have a lot of losses in the Champions League, though. That's kind of understandable, though. That's kind of Champions League is like a whole different beast, you know. Um, Same with Raz. Like that 60% is really impressive though. I think I'm on what 84? I think I'm on 84%. Uh 85. 85%. I have just literally just 6 losses in 218 games. I've drawn 25. So, and we conceded 132 in 218 games played. So, this is going to be the tough season though. You got to think though. Three of the top 7 most winning managers in the save are in this division, and only the champion and the playoff winner is going up. Like that, somebody's getting screwed. You know what I mean? Like that. That's pretty difficult. That's a really difficult position to be in. Bickerstaff hosting in Central. Miller in the 9th for Bickerstaff. I'm sorry, Mela in the 6th for in Central. Got things started before Miller in the 9th for Bickerstaff. Leveled it. Marumo in the 12th minute for Bickerstaff. Put them 2-1 up. Mela in the 23rd. Leveled it again. 2-2 between those two. Bickerstaff will the point for Bickerstaff moves them up to 8th. In Central are going to remain in 15th, but they've drawn level on points with Earlham now. Cross Hills hosting Bradley. Here we go, by the way. Mine is 543 games played, 330 wins, 92 draws, 121 losses. That's very impressive. Very impressive. Here we go. The clash of those two managers, by the way. All Bradley. At Cross Hills. Morris in the 62nd, Donovan in the 79th, Hadley in the 81st. Bradley run out 3-0 winners. They jump to the top of the league again. Cross Hills will drop to 4th off the loss. And then Sutton Reserves and Lancaster. Holmes got the host, and Sutton Reserves started in the 74th minute. Nicholas in the 87th minute leveled it for Lancaster. That's actually a huge point for Lancaster. Who move up to 17th. They're still in the relegation, but it's a tough side they played in Sutton Reserves, and to pick up a point on the road at Sutton Reserves, solid performance from Lancaster, solid point as well. Sutton Reserves remain 5th. Remember, they cannot gain promotion, and neither can Silsden Reserves, so that means that Sutton Reserves currently, the playoff spot that they would normally occupy is currently going to Ramsbottom United. That is what happened in the league. Player of the week was Cullen McQueen for his brace. What we got? We got No, that's not what I want. I'm still finishing my notes. In the meantime, weekly staff meeting. That's fine. 1 month for these guys. Akoni-kun wants improved terms for his contract. His contract runs out in 3. I got 3 years. I got 3 years, man. He's also getting paid by Chelsea, who are $134 million in debt, by the way. So, they also lead the Prem, though. So, anyway, let me go back to the weekly staff meeting. I'm not worried about his Honestly, I am not worried about Akoni Kun's contract until it's maybe the last year of his contract. So everyone else is just we're just moving on with everyone else. So uh, uh, boom. Oh, we got leagues in focus. I'll come back to that. We are gonna do leagues in focus this episode, but I will come back to that. Uh, so I just want to get my notes done, and there we go. That's that was the I think that was the notes. Almost done. There we go. Cool. Done and dusted. So this is 219, and there we go. Bickerstaff are 11-10 favorites. We are 2-1. The draw is 5-2. So that's pretty even odds when you think about it, though. Honestly, um, I mean we're not terribly too far off. Pre-match press conference is about to begin. Let's in the meantime, just do leagues in focus, shall we? So, leagues in focus. What are we watching? We're watching everything. We're going to start with MLS. Columbus top, Philly second, Red Bulls are third, Chicago, Orlando, Atlanta, Miami, New England, DC. Of them, Columbus, Philadelphia, New York Red Bulls, Chicago, and Orlando have locked in playoff spots. DC has just snuck in. Charlotte and Montreal are both a point back. NYCFC is the worst team in the East. Eliminated, by the way. Teams eliminated from playoff contention. NYCFC and Toronto FC. Those two are out. In the West, Seattle is now top. Then it's the Scum. Then it's LA Galaxy, St. Louis, Portland, Austin, and Colorado. All of them have secured playoff spots. Then it's Vancouver and Kansas City. On the outside looking in is San Jose by a point. Dallas finishes the worst team in the league. Guaranteed, they only have 19 points in 32 games. Eliminated from playoff contention, Dallas or FC Dallas. That's it. Everybody else is still currently in contention. That'll change literally with the next game. So keeping an eye on that as MLS gets ready to head into playoffs. In the Prem, Chelsea are top, Burnley are second, Villa are third. All three are level on points after 6 games. Then it's Spurs, Newcastle, Leeds, and Brighton in the European spots. Leicester's just on the outside looking in. Arsenal and Man U are 9th and 10th. Liverpool are down in 16th. 3 points above the drop alongside Brentford, by the way. Palace are above the drop by a single goal on the goal difference over Sheffield Wednesday. And then look at this, Man City are currently 2 points, only in 6 games. They are a point adrift. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. They have plenty of money, so I have no idea why um, that's the way. Sebastian Kiefer is their manager, and he's only managed them for 4 games so far. They also have Champions League, which we'll check in on in a minute as well. Sheffield United are 2 points adrift at the bottom. Sky Bet Championship, it's Swansea who lead the championship over Rotherham, but they're both level on points, and they lead the playoff places of West Ham, Forest, Fulham, and Cardiff. Luton are on the outside looking in on goal difference, and then it's Norwich, Birmingham, Bristol City, all a point back. At the bottom, Watford and Barnsley are a point above the drop over the Scum. Portsmouth are 2 adrift in 23rd. Blackburn 6 adrift in 24th. Sky Bet League 1. Derby lead the league with Charlton, level on points with them, and they are 3 points above the playoff places, which include Milton Keynes, Leyton Orient, Bolton, and Colchester. Plymouth are a point back looking in, and At the bottom, Crewe Alexandra, 3 points above the drop over Wrexham and Southend United. Carlisle are 5 adrift in 23rd. South Shields 6 adrift in 24th. Sky Bet League 2, Oldham Athletic, their return to the Football League going very well. They lead Sky Bet League 2 alongside Cambridge, who's level on points with them on 19. Woking is above the playoff places on goal difference, which include Bristol Rovers, Scunthorpe on their return to the Football League, by the way, also going well. Port Vale and Scarborough. Rochdale a point on the outside looking in. At the bottom, Wickham, Notts County, all a point above the drop over Yeovil. Blackpool are 2 adrift. At the bottom of the Football League, Vanarama National, Forest Green Rovers lead the league over Shrewsbury Town, Solihull Moors, Bromley, Hereford, Kingsland Town, and Macclesfield. Sutton are a point on the outside looking in. At the bottom, it is currently Aldershot Town and Maidstone United, who are a point above the drop. Dorchester Town, Gateshead are both above the drop on goal difference over Maidenhead and Gillingham. Northampton Town are 4 adrift in 23rd. The Dorking Wanderers picked up their first point of the season, but it's only a point. They are now 8 adrift at the foot of the Vanarama National. Vanarama North, Fleetwood Town lead the league by 2 points over Gainsborough, Morecambe, Tamworth, Chester, Pexhill, and Marine. Stowbridge is a point on the outside looking in. At the bottom, it is Basford United and Boston United, a point above the drop over AFC Telford. Apley Bridge is 3 points adrift. Darlington Town are 5 adrift in 23rd. Rugby Town are 8 adrift in 24th. In Vanarama South, Cray lead the league by 3 points over AFC Sudbury, Margate, Bowers and Pitsea, CK Andover, Cheltenham, and Bath. Oxford City on the outside looking in on goal difference by 3 goals. Dartford and Hastings United are a point on the outside looking in as well. At the bottom, Farnborough and Borehamwood are a point above the drop over Wealdstone. Dover and St. Albans City, Dover Athletic and St. Albans City are both a point adrift of safety, and then Billericay is 3 adrift at the bottom of the Vanarama South. Finally, the division above us, Rochdalians have taken the lead of the league by 3 points over Hattersley. Barlick Wanderers, Broughton Amateurs, and Addingham. Colne is 4 points on the outside looking in. At the bottom, you've got Sandbach United a point above the drop. Highgrove is above the drop by 3 goals on goal difference over Laird's, and Prestwich Hayes, I should say, are a point adrift in 22nd. Trafford are 3 adrift in 23rd, and then Wythenshawe are 5 adrift at the foot of the Northwest Counties League Premier Division. So that is your leagues in focus. Very quickly, I want to do the 4 cups in England. So 4th qualifying round for the FA Cup. The holders are Chelsea. Anything big here? Macclesfield should probably be in here, right? I see Kingsland is in here. Yeah, Macclesfield of Morecambe. That's very winnable for Macclesfield, in all honesty. So 4th qualifying round for the Emirates FA Cup. The Carabao Cup is in the 4th round already. Burnley will take on Crystal Palace. Leicester's got Southampton. Fulham's got Norwich. Chelsea's got Liverpool. Man City's got Ipswich. Bournemouth's got Burton. Sunderland's got Arsenal. And Spurs have Aston Villa. The next one is the FA Trophy, which has just finished the qualifying round, so that's now into the rounds proper. Worcester City's got Silchester there. That's decent. I don't think Mac comes into this one yet. They are going to play in the FA Trophy. I see Sutton in here. They're Vanarama. No, they're Northern Premier League. That's the wrong Sutton. So yeah, they wouldn't be in here yet. So there you go, FA Trophy in the first round. And lastly, FA Vase, or FA Vase. You guys call it Vase because you spell it with an S. I think it's spelled with a Z over here, so that would be FA Vase. But yeah, nothing so far in the FA. They're just into the first round. Sir Tom Finney is the defending champs, by the way, of the FA Vase. So we are surprisingly not in it this season, even though we made it up to the 10th division. Right, having a check in the European competitions. European competitions. Thank you. Let's do the Conference League, and then we'll move up. The conference, everything is just started with the Conference League. How about that? Europa League, Villa's top. Leicester's there as well. They've won both their games. Those are the only two English teams in the Europa League. Um, and there's one English team. There's two in the Conference League, I think. Southampton's won. They are 1-0. They won, and then I think there should be a second one. Should there not be? I thought two teams made it because I don't fucking know. Unless I'm blind and I don't see them, but which is totally possible. I don't know. Anyway, uh, Champions League. It might be six in the Champions League. Yeah, Bournemouth is top. City, Newcastle, Chelsea. Literally top four is all English. Yeah, it's six in the Champions League. Arsenal and Spurs both have 4 points. So there you go. Top six of the top 10 are occupied by English teams right now. Real Madrid's in the mud. You love to see it. Uh, yeah, that's how the Champions League's shaping up. Right. Let's do this pre-match press conference. Kick this off. First question from Shung Jae-hyun at Spot TV News. Bickerstaff are currently a 7-match unbeaten streak. So I'm confident in a victory if we play as well as I know we can. I don't worry. My squad is very strong mentally. He's out for a while, isn't he? Yeah, he's still out. Uh, why would Mukendi get criticism? He just had a golden assist in the last game. Like, I don't understand why he's getting criticism. If I go to Club Info, Mukendi's not even a club legend. He's not even favorite personnel. Why? The man is an undeniable goat. So we drew Spurs. We'll take it. We'll take it. It's not the worst result in the world. Oh my God, man, you have pulled back within one. So. What was that song? Model 500 by Future by Model 500. Now I'm looking for Soul Tech Unknown Origin. Ooh, somebody's got it. Fucking hell. Oh, it's a 9-minute song. Well, uh, it's match day. And when that happens, you have to get. Hey, I appreciate you, Jack. Look at that. The manager actually talks nice about us for once. We are the marquee matchup. First versus eighth. Fitness tests. Everybody looks good. Everybody else. Yeah, looks good. Right. I am going to take a quick break. I will be back in 3 minutes because the ads are here in like 19. So, and I don't have a lot of snoozes. So I'm just going to run them now to get them out, and then I'll be back after the ads for the second match. So, yeah, see you guys in 3 minutes. Right. I'm back. I don't want it to. God, I hate being a Man U fan. Yeah, well, that's brutal. Yeah, that's the false hope on the comeback. You know what I mean? Like Christ, that just no bueno, man. No bueno. So what's up, Beaver? Uh, Beaver's here to taunt you, essentially. Right. So Sam Wellman's going to come in for the Mukendi's bench position, right? Because Mukendi's going to have to start now. So only 3K away from the regen. Let's go, Blockbuster. Well, yeah, the pain, the pain kicker. I mean, we're just as bad. I mean, we West Ham are just so crap. we're just crap. Right. So, uh, you know, it is what it is. Football's just pain. That's what I've come to learn in life. Football's just fucking pain. Right. Second match of the season. Let's get into it, shall we? They are 2-3-0 in their last 5, so unbeaten. We're 4-1-0. We're going to always press Gilbert, Capini. They've made 4 changes to their starting lineup. Big game for us. We go back top. If we actually might not go back top if we win. If we only win like say 2-1 or 1-0 or 2-0, we'll actually be second on goal difference. Bradley are just fucking hard to catch, man. This is going to be a tough season. Yeah, I don't even want to look at my predictions for the season anymore. Both Prem and Eredivisie. I didn't think Man United would be this bad. I didn't think Spurs would be this bad. I did say that Palace were going to struggle, and they did for a lot of the season. I thought Wolves were going to go down. I thought Ipswich were going to finish 19th, I think I gave them. And I thought Leicester were going to stay up. I gave Leicester 17th, I think it was. And I gave Wolves 18th, which for about 30 games of the season looked possible. You predicted West Ham 6th. I predicted us 15th. So I'm okay with that. We finished 17th. So it's not. I said 15th for us though. Right. Let's keep that going, shall we? That didn't motivate barely anybody, but let's go. Here we go. 4-4-2. Will Davis has 2 matches refereed this season. He's got 3 yellow cards in them. The signings were good, or at least on paper they were. You're right. A lot of them fell flat. But the big signing was Lopetegui, and he's ass. So I don't know why people had faith in him, and I don't know why people thought he was going to be better than Moyes. So but then again, the fucking West Ham fans are delusional. West Ham made him. He's pretty ass. He was ass at Wolves. I think you forget that he managed Wolves before us, and he was pretty ass at Wolves too. So that's why when I signed him, I'm like, why are we signing this guy? Why are we hiring this guy? Because he's already played in the Prem and he's not done well. By giving him the squad, he's nowhere near. But he got all the transfers, right? We signed Fulkrug for him and everybody else. I just think he's not a good manager. I think he's a very overrated manager. So I think he'd be a good manager outside of England. That's what I think about Lopetegui. Lopetegui might be a decent manager if he didn't manage in England. He's just not adaptable to the English game. So I think that's fair to say. Because he's had 2 cracks at it, and granted, they're at absolutely terribly run clubs, Wolves and West Ham, to be fair to him. But I just think he's not really built for the English game. So, go on. Kunekun, you should have taken that. Back post. Sheamus! Oh, he was unmarked, too. Will be a corner. So, good job. Let's go. Welcome in, man. How are you, man? Let's give you a shout out. Guys, he's taken his local Corn FC to glory. The master of the unique save. I'm one of the best football manager streamers on all of Twitch. Give the Goodja a follow. Definitely worth it. So, what's going on, man? Konikun. Jack. I think Sheamus might be offsides here. Nope, he's on. Jones can't get to it. He's had his pocket picked by Dyson. Thankfully, it rolls out for a throw, but that's the end of the highlight. Anyway, here's a Konikun. Free kick. That's going to be headed away. Dave, I'm in a real tight pickle in this league, man. We have 3 currently of the top 7 highest win percentage managers, minimum 10 games in the entire save in this league. And we are 1, 2, and 3 in the league right now. Oh, you're 2. I'm only in the top 10, nothing more than that. Oh, man, I don't know, mate. You've given me so many great ideas for saves over the years. It's been just over the last year, I should say. It's been fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So here's Capini. We're supposed to be marking him, please. Over to Cham. Dyson, cross in. Vitteri's there, back post. Good header from Jack to get it clear for a corner. But yeah, we have 3 managers with an 84% win rate or better in this league. Minimum 10 games managed, and we are currently 1, 2, and 3. So offsides on Capini. So yeah, I think this is going to be a tough season. Jones, Jack, myself, Frack. Down to Jones. Cookies. Back for Jones, plenty of space. He's going to have to put the cross in. Doesn't have a cutback. Akunikun can't get to it. Remington puts it out for a corner. The sun is supposed to be coming out. Where the freak is it, man? Akunikun. Back for Jack. Going for something over the top. That might be Sheamus. Runs it down. Gets a cross in, but it's deflected. It will be out for a corner kick. And it will be Sheamus to take that corner kick. There's Sheamus now. Whips this in. Frack can't get to it. It wasn't very well hit. He finds the Kunikun. Kunikun blast it, man. Come on, man. Oh, what a cross. And it goes out for a corner. Wow. Wow. Here's Sheamus now to take this corner kick. Another one that's hit not near any of our players. A Kunikun. Yeah, you got to get it back to Twinkle. Recycle the ball, boys. Recycle the ball. Recycle it. Twinkle. Slide tackle from Samora, but it falls to me. Here's Frack. You could have sent Jones down the line. Frack, good touch, Frack. Gets the cross in. A Kunikun back post can't get to it again. It's Remington again who knocks it out, and it will be a throw. 2nd versus 8th. We're 2nd. They are 8th. That's back post. Joe Jones can't get to it. Dyson has put that out. What are your plans for today, Dave? You got anything? Got any plans? Or here's Frack. Whipped in. That's Remington who heads it clear again. Frack's just going to let that go out for a throw. Frack will take it. Here's Cookies. Back to Twinkle. He's knocked off the ball. It will fall to me. Inside for Akunikun. Parks. Parks has a go, and that is nowhere. Absolutely nowhere close. Sheamus. Back post. Joe Jones! Joe Jones puts us in front in the 22nd minute. Very nicely done, Joe. Very nicely done. Been out for a family dog walk around a local country park. Now back chilling before going out to an early Cinco de Mayo celebration. Nice. They have a big Cinco de Mayo celebration near me, kind of near me. It's about really like 35 minutes away over in Kennett Square. But they always celebrate, and man, they have some amazing Mexican restaurants in Kennett Square. I'm not gonna lie. So. There's a Mexican restaurant in town now. I'm wondering if we go down there for Cinco de Mayo. I'm trying to see if we can go down there for Cinco de Mayo tomorrow. I'm thinking I might take lunch and go down there. More celebrating Star Wars Day though. Yes, it is Star Wars Day today. So happy Star Wars Day to you, Dave. Mukendi almost got to that too. So here's that's out for a corner for Bickerstaff. What's a Star Wars? Is that the Viva? I swear to God. Headed up, not out. Cookies has it. He boots it clear. Akoni-kun's come in for it. Akoni-kun's got to hold up play here. He does. Joe Jones. Back to Cookies. Back to Frack. We play out. North Walkden have taken the lead at home against Mossley. Here's Miller again with another corner for Bickerstaff. Comes in, heads up, not out. Viteri, Sham tries to hit it. It's going to curve itself out for another corner. There we go. Here's Samora, Dyson, Cham, Grandison, Dyson, Marumo, back to Samora, finds Golding, Remington, Miller, back to Remington. This might go back to Miller. It's not. It's going to go back to Golding. And over the top, and somehow offsides on Grandison. No, Capini was caught offside. Sorry. So here's Cookies, Twinkle. Hold on to the ball, Twinkle. Good job. Here's McKendy. Good. Wow. Really good pass. Akoni-kun off the bar. Free kick. Yes, free kick. This is going to be a yellow card. Should be a yellow card. No, that's not. Back post, out, corner. I can't believe Akoni-kun's hit the bar. I mean, here's Sheamus. That's set away. Sheamus gets a second chance at it. Cookies is there. Gets a head onto it, but it's up and over. It's just an impossible angle for Cookies. In all honesty. We got the crowd noise back. Mainly because the last game we played, there were 14 fans there. And 4 of them were ours. So, what are you doing for Star Wars Day, Dave? Anything? Or here's Sheamus back inside for Akoni-kun. Cookies has a go, and it's over. Here's Twinkle. Cookies. Cookies runs it. Good run from Cookies. Cross comes in. Sheamus back post. Remington will put it out for another CLG corner. This is basically going to be last action of the first half here. 1 minute of added time, and we've played it. Here's Sheamus. Whips this in. Towards nobody. Sheamus gets a second chance. Back post. Joe Jones can't get to it. Dyson heads it clear. And the halftime whistle is blown. Joe Jones's 22nd minute headed goal is what separates us. It's the only shot on target from either side in the entire game so far. But it's 1-0 at the break. Second half underway. Cookies, McKendy, good ball movement to Jones. What the fuck, man? How'd you let that run out for a throw? Yeah. Akoni-kun, myself, Twinkle, Jack. Over the top for Mukendi. He might get there. He has gotten there. He's going first time cross. Sheamus backs up so he can play the header. He's done so well. Twinkle, myself, Joe Jones. That's out for a corner. A more muted year this year. We'll only be watching Rogue One, probably A New Hope. Good choices. I've not seen a Rogue One. I've heard it's I've not seen Rogue One, I should say. I've heard it's very, very good. Um, I'm undecided yet on watching the sequels, meaning episode 7, 8, and 9, because I watched uh, A New Hope and the original trilogy is amazing. Episodes 1, 2, and 3 are pretty awful, especially episode 2, Clone Wars, is absolutely abysmal. Um, but yeah, don't foul him. Just pressure him off the ball. There you go. Uh, but after that, I've not watched 7, 8, and 9. So I don't even know the titles of them, to be honest with you. Um, I had Star Wars ruined. I used to have a friend in Philly that I grew to not stand. I couldn't stand him, actually, by the end of our friendship. I actually hated the guy. Uh, and he forced me one year to sit down with him because he was a huge Star Wars nut, and we watched all 6 movies in a day. And yeah, any good. There's some interesting creative choices made. That's what I've heard. So, yeah, we watched episodes at the time. 7, 8, 9 weren't out, obviously. So we watched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in order, and yeah, it was one of those ones where, like, A New Hope was good when I watched it, but it was the 4th movie of the night, so it was like kind of like getting tired. And then by the time the 6th movie came on, I was like, listen, I like this movie. It's a good movie, but like I'm fucking ready to go home. So. But yeah, that was brutal. That was absolutely brutal. Uh, he was an absolute dickhead too. Anyway, uh, the teenage years. But anyway, so here's Parks. After high school, we split. We basically split. And we didn't even go to the same high school. But after high school, I was like, yeah, I'm going. Oh, Jones. Oh. I went out west to Western PA and lived out in Western PA for 4 years during college. So, um, which turned out to be just as bad an experience, by the way. So that's Pittsburgh is. I feel bad for Sean Curtis because he loves Pittsburgh. He's you know born and raised in that part of Pennsylvania, and he loves where he's from. And absolutely, you should always take pride in where you come from. I think that's fantastic that he does so. But yeah, when I lived out there for 4 years, it was awful. It was very, 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 uh, oh, just off the side of the net. They didn't like outsiders, and they let you know it. So, um, Mukendi always cleaned it up. Mukendi, his 4th goal of the season. Hold on. Wow, he's cleaned up. I was wondering what the offsides was, and the defender doesn't make a deliberate play on the ball. He doesn't have enough time to play. Like it can't be counted as deliberate, but because he just doesn't have enough time and space on the ball. But still, onside. A New Hope does not stand up too well, really. Empire is great, but not directed by George Lucas. Yep. Return of the Jedi played too much into the toy market. I didn't mind Return. I didn't mind those movies. I think Empire Strikes Back is probably the best one. Yeah. I don't mind A New Hope, though. I know you say it doesn't stand up well. Granted, it's offsides, and I can understand it, like in what aspects it doesn't hold up well. I kind of understand that, but at the same time, I don't know. I thought was that off the bar? Uh, I still don't mind it modern day. Episode 1 and 2 are just so bad. 2 especially, but oh my god. Uh, so Cookies, I can't get to it. Jones is gonna head it back, but Burton's there. Yeah, we've made our first sub. It's gonna be Wellman on for Cookies. Here's the whipped in cross. I've got the header up, and Burton's got that as well. Second sub might be Parks here for Charlie Perver, since Parks is booked, and he's also the lowest rated player. Jones, and that's Burton again. So, the animated Clones War series, though, that was awesome. That was very good. I think Cartoon Network ran it for a while, if I remember back. Well, over here, Cartoon Network ran it. I don't know what network it ran, but the animated Clones War series was really, really good. So, Mukendi had a crack. So, that's our second substitution. We got one more to make. I don't have any more defensive subs. So it might be Charlie Wildman coming on for a Kunny-kun. Will be our last sub. Here's Twinkle with it. Myself, Frack. The logic of having to go along to a trench to fire torpedoes that mysteriously dip 90 degrees down to exhaust port. There's Sheamus from Joe Jones. Yeah, it baffles everybody. Good show. It baffles everybody, to be fair. Nicely done. What a ball from Joe. Yes, I'm going to make tactical changes still. 3-0. We're looking good. Looking like another win. 3-0 as well puts us level on goal difference with Bradley, I think the name is. Who's top? I think it's Bradley who's top. So. Sorry. I just realized I did that on mic. Whoops. You know, the worst part is I never had allergies as a kid, and I've developed them later on in life. And now I'm like, oh god, now I see what my dad goes through. His allergies are extremely bad. But I see what like my dad went through and everybody else that I knew had allergies, and I'm like, oh, I'm lucky I don't have any of that. And now that I've started to develop a little bit of them later in life, I'm like, god damn, these are awful. So, anyway. 85th minute. Capini with the corner. That's going to roll out for a throw-in. We're in 88th minute now. Here's Mukendi again. Right at Burton, though. Mukendi's not known for his heading. He's a great finisher. A great finisher. But he's not known for his heading. Dyson's been booked for Bickerstaff. Jack has just received a yellow card, which is also going to be his 5th, which is going to lead to a suspension, which is going to lead to, I think it's 1 day's wages, is our first thing. So Jack is going to miss the next game. That is it, though. 3-0, rerun out the winner. Dominated the game. They never had a shot on target. Joe Jones in the 22nd. Mukendi in the 58th. Sheamus in the 77th. 3-0 for us. Player of the match, Joe Jones with his goal and an assist. There we go. So fucking Almondbury Woolpack hosting Lancaster. Roberts in the 26th for the visitors, Lancaster. Brazier in the 37th. It's 1-1 for Almondbury Woolpack. It's 1-1 between the two. Another point for Almondbury Woolpack. They move 3 clear. Lancaster, it's another point for them. They move up to 16th on what is their 4th draw of the season. Clitheroe hosting Bradley. 38th minute for Cattermole for Bradley to get the visitors started. Dennis would double the advantage in the 62nd. Murphy, 5 minutes after, would get one for Clitheroe. And then Brisley leveled it 2 minutes after that, 2-2. Campbell in the 85th, though, saw Bradley out 3-2 winners. They would win, and it is Bradley who maintained the top spot. We do have 2 games in hand, but they are top by 3 points still. Cross Hills hosting Squires Gate. That's the other team that's got the top manager. Thompson 52 in the 52nd minute. Heaton in the 58th. They down Squires Gate 2-0. Squires Gate are going to fall to 12th. Cross Hills maintain 4th spot. North Walkden hosting Mossley. Little in the 11th for North Walkden. Davies in added time at the end of the second half to shut the door. They win against Mossley. Mossley remain 9th. North Walkden remain in 3rd. So there you have it. Dave, if you're still here, this is what I wanted to show you, by the way, after the match. I've shown this 3 times on the stream already, so this will be the 3rd time. But, yeah, if you're still here, Dave, I lost in the cup. I'm here. I lost in the cup on penalties to Neil Atkins, who has won 87% of his 175 games, right? Then I've got Adam Taylor, who's won 84% of his games, 213 wins in 253 games, managing Bradley, who's in our division, who's currently top. And then Ollie Earns, who's won 86% of his games, or 174 of 202 games in management at Cross Hills, and he's currently 4th in our division. So literally, not counting Swainston, who's only managed 5 games, 3 of the top 7 managers in terms of win percentage, minimum 10 games, are currently in our division. That's including my manager, who's 85%. So what league are you in? I am in the Northwest Counties League Division 1 North. So Bradley, us, and then Cross Hills are there. And those are the top 3 most winning managers. So I wonder where Corn is. I could probably check Corn, actually. Where are you? Corn are currently 17th in the Midlands Football League Division 1. Corn have done, this is what Corn have done in the save. They were in the, what is this, the Counties League, level 9. They went up to the Northern Premier League Division 1. Then they went up to the Southern Premier League Central, which was level 7. Then they got relegated, sadly, and then they got relegated again and relegated again. So now they're in level 10. Corner currently level 10 in so actually this would have been in our save. Their first season would have been here. So they got promoted in our save and then relegated 3 times, and they're currently here with 31,000 in debt. Ouch. Yeah. Unfortunately. The only other thing that really has been very crazy about the save is Sir Tom Finney, who have just absolutely fucking skyrocketed. Like, this guy has failed to win 25 games, and he's gotten them promoted once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times in 10 seasons. And he's won them the First Division Cup that we got knocked out of, and he's won them the FA Vase as well, or Vase, however you want to pronounce it. But yeah, Sir Tom Finney, and they have 180,000, and their loss is 338,000 because they're literally building their own stadium. They're going to be It's somewhere in here. It's going to be somewhere in here. But they're going to be building their own stadium. Sir Tom Finney, and it'll come up. It'll be stadium. Sir Tom Finney Stadium. Yep. So capacity 3,554 seated. So yeah. Anyway. Let's get to the post-match press conference. Kick this off with the first question. Cameron Clark at Mundial. Uh, that's driving. Yep. Player. Nope. Well, on the task at hand. It was a complete performance, very much so. Right. Wildman is set for pay increase. Whoa. What's going on here? After featuring in his last league match, Wildman is now one appearance away from making 20 league appearances, which will trigger a clause that will increase his wages to £600 per week. He's currently making that because of the yearly wage bonus. So, Jones on form. Player of the week was Joe Jones. Jack's been fined 1 day wages for picking up 5 yellow cards. He accepts his fine. It's 1 day. Who cares? You know. And that's going to be the save. That's going to be the end of the YouTube recording as well. So, CLG FC episode 219 in the books. Thank you for watching on YouTube. We'll see you for 220 in the next one. Until then, take care.